Good morning, everybody. This being a Reed College commencement, I wanted to start with a few comments about linguistics. The English language possesses two cognates, thinking and thanking. And this is very similar to German, has the same relationship. Because the two words, thinking and thanking, are intimately linked. Back in our linguistic history, back in Old English, Anglo-Saxon, the sort of primordial Indo-European languages, there was no distinction between the two. There was, in fact, one word that covered both concepts of thinking and thanking, as if the primordial way to think would be to show gratitude, and that when you thought about showing gratitude, it was the main way in which you engaged in thinking, of showing thoughtfulness and a certain amount of appreciation for others. Well, our culture's gone in a different direction, and we really tend to separate things like thinking, which we often believe is cold and analytic and rational, and something like thanking, which is much more about feelings, emotions. And I think that we lose something when we split those two. Reedies are truly great at thinking, and I would love our community to be equally great at thanking. So I want to take a few moments before we go any farther to give us a moment to share a few moments of gratitude. Let's start, if I may, graduates, with all of the family members, loved ones, who have helped you get to this point. When you accomplish something in life as epic as graduating from Reed, certainly most of the weight was on your shoulders, but you never would have gotten here without the help of parents, of grandparents, aunts and uncles, step-parents, spouses, partners, friends, loved ones. Today, I think it would be really appropriate if we showed gratitude to all of those who have given us the support we need to be here today. So if I could ask the class of 2014 to rise and face your loved ones and parents, and why don't we give them all a round of applause? I think all of us here, graduates and family alike, owe a debt of gratitude as well to the people who've really made this education possible, who have really given everything they have got to try to produce the next generation of really smart, really thoughtful, highly intellectual, deeply intellectually disciplined Reedies. No one works harder than the Reed College faculty. They're eminent researchers and scholars, but above all, they're very dedicated teachers. And so I might ask my colleagues in the faculty to rise for just a moment so we can thank you for all you've done for this class. Before I introduce our commencement speaker, it's a Reed tradition that the Reed College president dispenses an enormous amount of wisdom in approximately 2 minutes. So I'd love to do that. There are two things I really love about Reed. One is the deep commitment to the life of the mind. And the other is the equally deep commitment to the honor principle that governs our lives on campus. So I am very confident that your commitment to the life of the mind will continue wherever. That wasn't a joke. Okay, take a few weeks off from the life of the mind and then get right back to it. But I'm hoping that your commitment to the honor principle will stay just as serious. Your relationship to the honor principle is changing this morning. For your time at Reed, you have probably been thinking about the honor principle more in terms of its negative restriction on your liberty, of things you shouldn't do. And, that period is ending. As of now, you're really not subject to the J board any longer. Or for that matter, you're probably really not subject to the alcohol and other drugs panel either. But you still are subject to the honor principle. And I really hope that as you go through your life, you'll think about what that means. Honor is the term Reedies use to describe not just things they shouldn't do, but the commitments and obligations that they feel affirmatively toward their self, toward the world, and toward others. And I have no doubt that you'll live up to those commitments, those obligations. I guess I would say that it is easy for you guys to be smart. You're all very smart, and you've worked incredibly hard, and I have no doubt that you will do great things with your minds. I think the bigger challenge in life is to be equally committed to being kind. And so the last word I'd like to leave with you this morning is that I hope when you think about your obligations to others and the world, you'll not just try to make a positive impact on the world and make it better. You won't just try to live up to your commitments to yourself, but that you will look for those opportunities throughout your life to show kindness, tolerance, and consideration to others. Every day we've got an infinite number of opportunities to do something nice, a kind word, a helping gesture. Some things are really important, some things that seem trivial and yet can make a big difference in someone's day or in someone's life. And so as you think about the life that's ahead of you, I hope you'll work just as hard to be kind as you do to be smart.